It's about 6:30 on Tuesday the 5th of April. Today's day 6. We've done roughly 80 miles. I'm using Swedish rounding. I think we've done 78 point something, so we've been moving pretty quickly. But the terrain around here really allows for that. Again, another one of the reasons that you want to flip-flop from Harper's Ferry, just to get your legs sorted when you're doing a big walk like this. We're walking about just over 15 miles today to a shelter about 3 miles out of Boiling Springs. And then tomorrow, we've got a bit of resupply we need to do. We need to get a gas canister, maybe some different food which we could swap out. So we're going to walk into Boiling Springs tomorrow for a late breakfast and do that, and then walk out and find somewhere to stay. There's rain coming. It might rain today, but Thursday's looking a bit bleak. So we're going to manage that, because much as I don't mind a light sprinkle, I really don't want to march out in a torrential downpour, even though that would finish off the suite of elemental experiences that we've had since we've got here. Great day, great night last night, staying in this room in the mansion hostel in Peach Grove Furnace. Unexpectedly luxurious. 7:30 a.m. and we're leaving the Ironmasters Mansion Hostel. Great stay, pancakes and eggs for breakfast, and hot tea. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll talk to you during the day. You walk out of Peach Grove Furnace on, it's quite a nice gravelled path past a lake, and we're just thinking about our day. What's the plan today, Joe?
We come out of the hostel we stayed at last night, and we turned left, and now we're going north.
We are indeed. But there's a little bit more detail in the next 24 hours that we've thought about.
Yes, there's some adverse weather coming through, quite a bit of rain, heavy rain. So we're going to do 15 miles today, and that'll put us about 4 to 5 miles out of a town called Boiling Springs. And we'll walk into tomorrow at Brekkie, see what the weather's doing, maybe hunker down for a couple of days, or brave it and continue through to the next shelter or camping spot. We'll just see what the weather's going to do. We won't risk anything. But if it's just rain, then you and I will just walk through that. We don't care about things like that.
We might talk about that. So this morning at a Pine Grove Furnace, it's pretty much been this. Bridge walking through the trees, a bit rocky. We've been wondering about this really interesting kind of green looking stuff that looks like cos lettuce that's going in the bogs, and Joe's done a bit of research, and it is a
Eastern skunk cabbage.
Who knew that there was an eastern skunk cabbage? But thank you. Can we eat it? With a name like cabbage, you'd think, wouldn't you? Be sure to go to the Green Mountain store. Beautiful fresh sandwiches, lots of gorgeous cheese and cold cuts and things to choose from. Fries, resupply. Just fantastic, really delicious, fresh and friendly people who are used to hikers. Hey, raccoon.
We're introduced.
Come on. Hey. Okay, sorry. I see you.
Hey raccoon. 13.5 miles into today's hike. Whew, just huffed and puffed up a right gnarly little set of switchbacks, and this is where the trail is taking us now, through a stack of interesting looking rocks. You've just got to follow the white blaze and go where it takes you. Oh, that breeze is beautiful. Let me just swing around and look at where we've come. And there's 5 Stack, aka Long Drop. Ah, beautiful, gorgeous, steep. So I'm going to squeeze myself through there, and Joe's going to film me squeezing myself through there. Let's see how we go.
That is very steep and very skinny. But Bridgie can do it. She made it.
We bit over the 15-mile mark for today. We've had walking in the woods, we've had steep climbing, we've had some boulder and rock scrabbling. We even had a really, really nice sandwich at the Green Mountain store. But we've got to that point where the 35 miles that we've done on the last 2 days is just, yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it. So we're in the last few 100 metres before we hit the, I think it's the Alec Sweeney hostel, and we're going to set up camp and chill out and relax. Rain is coming, so it's not very late, it's early afternoon, and we just want to get there and make sure that we're situated before the rain starts. I'm so happy. There's the blue blaze. Whew. It's uphill? Of course it is. And we are staying tonight at the... Oh, we're not staying at either the Darlington Run shelter, which in fact that's tomorrow night, and the Tag Run shelter was down there. I believe we're staying at the Alec Sweeney Memorial Shelter. Okay, let's go. So we've made it to our shelter. It's not the Alec Sweeney, it's the Alec Kennedy shelter. We've decided to stay in the shelter tonight. Rain's coming and it's a bit cool, so we've got a shelter, we've got a fire. There's me, Joe, and we've got, well, Long Drop, or 5 Stack, as he likes to call himself, with us. So we're going to have a really pleasant night here tonight. Pretty fancy looking Long Drop. Coming into Boiling Springs on a very, very rainy day. Joe's walking ahead of us with backstroke because coffee is less than 0.2 of a mile away. Haven't filmed much this morning because it's wet, but this looks like a pretty town. Boiling Springs, here we come. The trail takes you straight through the town. So we've just walked through a whole bunch of fields, very flat, very wet, a lot of worms. And, oh, that's Cafe 101, the brick building directly in front of us. And our pace has picked up. We're all a bit wet and hungry. Now, Backstroke, who's at the front of us, who's a Nobo who's nearly walked 980 miles, a nuclear physicist, I kid you not, is the only man I've ever seen sit down and eat a whole block of cheese. It was impressive. That sign right there sums up the day. Well, not really, but it is a good day for ducks. First bit of pack surgery, Boiling Springs. Joe's just having to do some quick repairs on his pack. Nothing that he can't fix. What just happened?
We just clocked up 100 miles. Isn't that awesome? So we're on day 7 in the morning. Just had a beautiful breakfast at Boiling Springs Township at Cafe 101. And I just said, Bridgie, hey, 100 miles. So, 100 miles. Woohoo!
Got to celebrate your wins. So off far in the distance is the ridge that we were on this morning. 18 miles. A tough day, but a great way to end with a cold beer sitting around the fire.